Hello and welcome to the Superintendent's Perspective. I am Mario Salinas, Superintendent of Schools for Edinburgh CSD, and today I'm joined by Arminda Lozano, the Director of Career and Technology Programs. Today's topic is Career and Technology Programs. Ms. Lozano, uh, we have a new facility. It'll be online the beginning of the school year.
Yes, sir. So our new building is set to open August 16th and welcome our students and our teachers. We are extremely excited about the new facility. The new facility, every day that we look at and go by, there's many things happening, and we're down at the home, almost to the home stretch. It is looking very much like an industrial school building, and it is just looks phenomenal. It's amazing.
I know that there were some delays due to the pandemic, COVID-19, that created shortages of supplies and materials, electrical panels, transformers, etc. And it's been delayed. But I believe we received good news this week that it appears that pending on at the next board meeting and the decisions that we make, it appears that we're gonna be ready to open doors first day of school, and it's a good thing. It's good news for us, and hopefully we'll be we'll have the facility ready to offer all those different programs that our children want to take. I know that in past years our facilities were limited, and there's only certain number of seats that our children, that our students can take due to limited facilities. This is a 100,000 square foot facility, state of the art, state of the art equipment. I know that, and uh, I believe it's another addition to the idea that we want to improve the quality of our programs, the quality of the services that we provide to parents, from the early childhood program, improving the quality of that program, from the advanced placement program, improving the quality of that program, from the gifted and talented program at the elementary level, improving the quality of that, the pre-advanced placement programs at the middle and high, improving the quality. We don't want to just provide a service to the parents. We want to provide a quality service, and we feel that this new K facility, career and technology facility, is gonna add to the quality of services that we offer our children and their parents.
So, most definitely, we are extremely excited as of yesterday's news because we were feeling a little bit anxious or worried at first. But after yesterday's news, and we are just extremely excited that the building will be able to be open this coming August. And you're absolutely right. The quality of service that we have, just walking in, the parents and students are certainly going to be very, very amazed at what we have and to offer for them. And as well as our instructors and everyone else in Edinburgh, in our ECISD community, I would love for everybody to be able to take a tour and know all the different types of programs that we have and to offer. We have our eighth graders asking already, when do they get an opportunity to take classes in CTE? We do start as early as eighth grade, but the courses that they'd like to take are the 2 hour blocks, and they'll be the principal courses that they'll take as freshmen and sophomores. But once they get into their junior, senior year, they'll be able to take the courses that they'll really take more of the learn more of the application of the skills for particular areas of classes. I know that we're excited to have our parents also take a tour of the facility to know what is available and that Edinburgh CISD offers our students.
I did a radio interview this morning, and the topic was the career and technology program. He asked me who's eligible to, the person interviewing me told asked me who's eligible to take these classes at this facility, this career and technology facility. And I told them they need to be students of Edinburgh,
Yes, sir.
CISD. They need to be freshmen at least, And some of these courses or pathways require all 4 years. They start as a freshman, then they take up more advanced classes as sophomore, and then as juniors and seniors, they try to get certified so that they can get certified in a particular pathway, say HVAC
Mhm.
or say plumbing or one of these mechanics, one of these. By the time they graduate from Edinburgh CISD and they participated as full participants in a career and technology program, some of them, right?
Mhm.
They'll take 4 years of course study and come out with a certification and go straight to the workforce. Or I also told them, and correct me if I'm wrong, stu- students that are going to college and they're set on going to college and they are going to go to college also can go there. They do
Correct.
accounting, they do cybersecurity, they do robotic, correct or no?
They do pharmacy. Yes, sir, you are correct. We average here in Edinburgh. We are just elated because we are able to offer. There are about an average of 9,000 students that take CTE
That's
classes,
a lot
and
of students.
it's a lot of students. And we the very first course offering is in their 8th grade year, but they do go through courses taking as early through a pathway, and they start with the principal type classes. The principals, the like it would be the first class, and then they take the second class in their pathway, the third and the fourth. But there are many opportunities for students to take certifications. We do have a lot of students, and you're absolutely right. This we are able to service all ECISD students who are interested in starting to take those particular steps into knowing what type of career they're going to be able to take. As we all know, once the choice that you make for something that you're going to make your livelihood affects your life up to 30 to 40 years. I mean, so selecting the right class, the right choice, and that's going to introduce you to something that you're going to do for many, many years is really important. And we're able to offer that for our students. So, some of our students that graduate with a certification may choose to go directly into the workforce. And then we have other students that are going to go straight to college into the post secondary education. But at the same time, sir, a lot of our students also need to work while they go to post secondary ed. And one of our classes, for instance, is health science. And in that, we do have pharmacy. So it is a very rigorous course, and our students are able to work we have students doing their internships at Walgreens, and they're able to work in the pharmacy, and so they will have acquired the experience that they need. First thing we do when we look at applicants is what experience do you bring? And sometimes our students that are graduating straight from post secondary ed have not had the affordability to bring experience with them. So if you're going to go to pharmacy school and you're working as a pharmacy tech throughout the time that you're working, you will have plenty of experience and be able to add to your repertoire of your resume because you will have had this experience.
Sure, and and I was telling on Friday we went out there to President Paredes and I to the Career and Technology facility to tour the facility. I've been there. I went there about 2 months ago, and I wanted to get an update on the facility. Were you there
Yes, sir.
Friday?
I
This
would.
Friday? No, no, you weren't there. It was. I don't believe you were there, or I'm not, I don't even remember. Let's just say that. So I was telling because I know the culinary arts, the kitchens there look impressive.
Super
You know,
impressive.
they look impressive. Um, Even a student that is committed to going to college can go in there and learn those skills. And let's say a student goes to Austin to University of Texas to study, but there's a lot of restaurants there, and if a particular student has certification in culinary arts, perhaps that student, while attending University of Texas, can work at one of these
Yes.
uh, high end restaurants as doing some kind of work in the culinary arts to support themselves while they're studying. So there's a lot of that. But before we finish the show, I do want to say this. Uh, Most jobs in South Texas, most jobs in the state of Texas, most jobs in the nation, most jobs in the world do not require 4 years of college.
Correct.
the majority of the jobs.
Mhm.
So many students, in fact, the majority of our students do not graduate from college. Some, a significant number choose not to go to college, not because they don't have the intellectual capacity, simply because the students don't want to. They want to work with their hands.
Mhm.
They're interested in other things other than a formal degree. One of the foundational principles in Edinburgh CSD is to interrupt the cycle of poverty. You've heard me say that over and over, and I will continue to say that because I'm committed to that.
Mhm.
Interrupt the cycle of poverty through a 4-year college education, and we're stressing that through pre-advanced placement, through advanced placement, through the collegiate high school, through the after-school programs, or through a program like this.
Yes, sir.
You know, a student graduate with firefighting certifications, the chances of that student finding a firefighter job in San Antonio, in Dallas, in Austin, in McAllen, they're well, good paying jobs. They're good paying, high quality jobs with benefits. A student wants to be an electrician, either own his own business or work with an organization such as Edinburgh or private industry, HEB, whomever. Those are high paying jobs. Those are high paying jobs. Student wants to work with air conditioning and heating. That's what they want to do. They don't want to study. They don't want a college degree. That's the work they want to do. They want to be their own boss. That's the type of work that they enjoy doing. Those are high quality, high paying jobs. Those jobs will pull these children out of poverty.
It's going to give them the livelihood to be able to sustain a great life. And many of our students are super excited that we're able to offer them those opportunities here at Edinburgh CISD.
And I mentioned just a few
Yes,
of
sir.
the programs that you're going to offer
Mhm.
with this facility. Now, with the addition of this facility, and when we continue with the renovation process of the other older facilities, are we going to be able to open more seats for students that want to be welders, that want to be HVAC technicians, that want to be electricians, that want to be plumbers? We're going to be able to open more seats for our students because we're a big school district.
Absolutely, sir. We are extremely, as I mentioned, right now we currently service about 9,000, and we have to understand that some of the students may take more than one class, but we every year. As we've had these conversations, many of our students do not have the affordability to take some particular classes that fill out very, very quickly. And so, with the expansion and the renovation of the two new buildings that we have, we are going to significantly increase the number of slots that will be available for more of our students to take the classes that they really want to take. Because sometimes they may have to take their second best choice because the first one was taken.
Cool.
But yes, a significant increase in the number of students that will be able to just start learning and practicing in the skill area of one day what may be their profession or vocation.
Significantly improving the numbers is how much?
Well, we're going to be so for example, and on average for our welding class, we basically turn away 200 students a year
For welding?
just for one class.
Wow. And you know, with the SpaceX, with the terminals, the liquefied natural gas terminals that they're building in the Port of Brownsville,
Mhm.
the liquefied natural gas terminals that they're building in Corpus Christi. I mean, jobs for these type of jobs
Are
are going to
very
be
much
in demand,
demand.
and they're high paying,
Yes, sir.
very high paying. They're high paying, $70, $80 an hour. Some of this work. So yeah, it looks good. I believe that Edinburgh in the Rio Grande Valley, it's a sleeping giant. There's a lot of children, youth that are going to be ready to go into the workforce and be able to do skilled labor. And this is what we want to do with this facility. We want to put out students that do not want to pursue a 4-year degree type work or type of work that requires a formal 4-year degree from a college, but they want to go straight to work. And we want, we want to put out students that do not want to pursue a 4-year degree, type work that requires a formal 4-year degree from a college, but they want to go straight to work. And we want, we want to put out students that do not want to pursue a 4-year degree from a college, but they want to go straight to work. And we want We want those children to have to enjoy a good, high quality living.
Yes, sir, we do.
Through working high quality jobs like we're hoping to train there at this facility when we open it up. Now, you're going to start enrolling students.
We are in the process for Edinburgh. Our counselors are working on pre-registration, and so students will soon have the number of counts of what we will need, and so we'll know how many students we're going to have in each one of our programs. But yes, pre-registration has already started. We are doing our orientation with our 8th grade, 9th grade, and so on, and presenting what are the types of courses that we do offer.
We are out of time for today, but we want to continue to talk about this Kate program
Yes, sir.
at the next time, and we'll continue. But for today, we're out of time. And thank you for joining us this week in the Superintendent's Perspective. And as always, stay healthy and stay safe.